I went down the beach and saw Kiki. She was all like, and I'm like, whatever.
Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm supposed to announce there is no smoking in this theater, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. How can anyone sit through a length of a film, and especially a European film, and not have a cigarette?
I'm waiting for Keanu. What I'm doing is waiting for Keanu because I can start.
What are you waiting for Keanu for? Keanu never does anything. You just walk right out of the thing.
Isn't that exciting? Okay, we're gonna do it. Whee! 1, 2, and bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing.
This young woman was doing a podcast when shots rang out.
Going live, where you can tune in anytime. She's so silly and she's sassy. She's so untoward. She's impossible to ignore.
Right.
Kiki doesn't give a fuck. It's a party in the stream. Going bang, bang,
Okay.
bang, 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 bang. Keanu lives on the rise,
Or else it would be,
where you can watch her all the time. She's so silly and she's sassy. She's so untoward. She's impossible to ignore. Kiki doesn't give a fuck. It's a party in the stream. Going bang, 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 bang. Going bang, 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 bang.
Can't get enough. We can't, Michaeline, look.
Just waiting for this vodka to kick in.
Ah, hello, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Welcome to Keanu-nish Central. Eugene was doing a stream from home, and he's normally at the warehouse. Really, today, this is not my fault that we are this late. Tell him, Eugene.
I'm a bad. Look at you in your Keenan shirt. I'm sorry. Thank you to my patient wife. So good to me.
You're shirtless.
My wife.
It's me,
Gotta go
Kiki.
get some voiceover work, babe.
You go there and you do that. Hi, darlings. Welcome to Keanu-ish Central Time. We have a rabble-rousing episode for you today. Okay, we got to talk about Sydney Sweeney. You know you love her, or maybe some of you hate her. We have an architectural digest. I don't think that we've done Jennifer Garner yet. And she has a fanciful home. A fanciful home. We have a Vogue in the bag. Of course, we have to talk about Pratt Daddy. Going to be a real Pratt summer. Oh my God, we're so excited.
I went like this. Ah! I'm serious.
We have a Vogue in the bag with Dua Lipa. Kurt Russell I don't know if he's regretting moving. We have so many things to talk about. We can't get enough. We can't. Oh, and I came across this little clip today. We may have to talk about this this little worm.
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
So, among other things. So if you haven't already, grab whatever your beverage is in the afternoon. If it's a green juice or a coffee or, a smoothie. I don't care if it's a White Claw. Live your life, kings. Live your life, queens. And grab a cigarette or whatever your oil fixation is and buckle the fuck in. It's a Keanu Wednesday and we're alive. We are alive. 1 million Kiki bucks for everyone here. Wee. And happy Pride Month, everyone.
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
Hi, Boostalo. Hi, Doodle. Hi, Aaron James. Hi, Lindsay. Oh, and we may have, okay, a little later in the show. Maybe we'll touch on some drama. All right. Who enjoyed Hughesy's show last night? Oh, I just had a ball. It was so fun. It was completely fun. Nothing weird happened at all. It's always just everyone's so nice in the chat over there. They're not miserable women hating people at all. No, truly, it's not Hughesy's fault. I like him a lot. And thank you for everyone that tuned into Untoward Tuesday. Michaeline and I always enjoy you. And what did we talk about? Oh my God, the Kristen Cavallari thing. I'm still, if you tuned into Untoward Tuesday, we were talking about Kristen Cavallari of the Hills, speaking of Pratt Daddy, right? And Laguna Beach.
I went like this. I'm serious.
And she tells this story on her podcast, great podcast, give it a listen, about she's talking about a man who she went on 2 dates with, and he's a famous man that's known to have a large penis, but he, during dinner on their balcony, took out his penis. He was like, I'm so insecure about this mole on my dick. And she was like, put that away. What are you doing? But we don't know who it is. So Michaeline and I were trying to guess. I still don't know. Then we thought Christian Bale, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever know. Will we? Give us your best guesses. Maybe there will be a blind item one day. We don't know. Let's check out. So as you know, Pratt Daddy, Mr. Spencer Pratt, it looks like he's gonna be he's gonna make it to November 3rd against Karen Bass. Isn't that exciting? Whee! Spencer Pratt, second place in mayoral primary behind Karen Bass. Now, I am not political, but we did learn yesterday that, and I guess this is, if you are political, this is basic knowledge. So during the primaries for the mayor run, if no one gets more than 50%, then the two will race in November. Spencer Pratt, second place in mayoral primary behind Karen Bass. Whee! Spencer Pratt is close to securing political success and advancing to the LA mayoral runoff election, though he would still have one more challenge to face. So far, the reality star has won 30.4% of the vote as of early Wednesday morning, putting him in second place in the primary election, behind his arch nemesis, incumbent Mayor Karen Bass. Bass has so far raked in 34.8% of the vote to put her in first place, earning her a spot in the general election on November 3rd in Los Angeles. Wow. So I guess what this means is Nithya's out. Nithya is out. And we've all seen, I mean, Spencer's had a brilliant campaign so far. He's like, hey, I don't want to be stepping in human poop, when I go and buy a matcha in the morning. And I think that that's a great platform to run on. Right. What do you think, Garrett James? Pratt was ahead in the poll when the polls closed. A few hours later, Bass went up over 4%. Not sus. But that's what everyone says, though. Like, because I'm not political, right? But I just find this story so engaging, and I love reality television. And I'm sorry, if it just talk to me like a human. If I were in LA, I'd be like, yeah, I don't want this place to burn down every year. Why are our homes burning down? Why is there no water in the reservoirs? Think what you want about climate change. In my opinion, there's climate change. But what can we do to fix it? If we've got this climate change, why don't we fill up the reservoirs with some water? Karen, we got to put some water in the reservoirs. Watch. One day, then Pratt Daddy will be president and he'll be saying bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bing, boom.
Can you imagine? Eugene! Oh, are you outside? We'll ask him when he comes back in. I didn't know you were outside. I had a question. Nothing. He's on the pied-à-terre. The terrace. A pied-à-terre is not the right word. He's on our terrace. It's not even a fire escape. It's just a little balcony outside the window. He smokes cigars out there. So, I don't know. But it looks like it's going to be between Karen and Spencer because no candidate has won more than half the vote in the primary. It appears the race for LA's mayor will be decided in a runoff election between just Pratt and Bass. The race between Pratt and Bass has had its fair share of intense moments already. With Pratt accusing Bass of violating election law by campaigning too close to polling locations. Is this a video of this? Of course there's an ad. Got to get an ad blocker. The race between Karen Bass has also reacted to the pro-Pratt AI-generated videos going viral online. Ooh.
Hey! Hello, everybody! All right, we're on the countdown! On the countdown, just one more week! One more week!
They don't even seem very enthused. They're like, yay! They just must be like big Lauren Conrad fans, or else it doesn't seem like anybody would vote for this lady. You know, I feel like they're just like, we're Team LC and LC hates you. Well, listen, it doesn't mean you have to vote for forest fires.
Let me just thank you so much for all of your support. I know you have been walking precincts, you've been making phone calls, you've been over there at the headquarters because we're gonna bring this to home base and win, right? I even have the babies on my side. Babies.
Now, Karen, you know you can't have a baby on your side. The baby's like, get away! I don't want my crib to burn away.
For Bass. All right. You're never too young. Hi, Joy. Thank you.
Babies for Bass. Babies for Pratt.
Babies for Bass.
That baby didn't even put an ounce of effort into that poster. Freaking listen, baby. The parents didn't put an ounce of effort into the baby's poster. Go away. Here we go. But like, who likes her? And listen, the only reason I've been talking about this constantly is because it's so interesting to me, because you know I love reality television. But Spencer has really been doing a good job being like, is nobody going to point out that this place is a mess? My house burned down because of negligence? I don't understand how they would even go out and be like, woo. I don't know. Oh, and so the rule is you're not supposed to campaign near the ballot box, I guess. Bass and the babies went out there anyway. Well, I guess if it's babies for Bass, then they know not what they do. I don't know, but I guess it's a rule. Keanu, political pundit. Yes, that's me. Hi. As long as a reality star is running, I'm here for all of your political takes. Rich, did you know you're not supposed to campaign by the ballot box, apparently. I could be mayor. White Claws for everyone and free Skittles. What would I run on? If I were mayor? Mayor Kiki. Let's have a Kiki. I want to have a Kiki. Lock the doors tight. Let's have a Kiki. What would I run on? What do I want to fix about New York? Alexa, if I were mayor, what would I want to fix about New York?
Well, that's a fascinating being hypothetical. Based on what New Yorkers are actually dealing with, you'd probably want to tackle the big stuff that keeps people up at night. Housing affordability is huge.
Yes.
Rent being absolutely brutal.
Rent.
Likely push for more affordable units and maybe even explore rent stabilization. Infrastructure is another
rent stabilization. Roads.
are basically playing Jenga with people's commutes.
They're playing Jenga with people's commutes. I like that, Alexa.
Since they're the heartbeat of neighborhoods, but only get about 2% of the budget. Street safety, mental health services, and dealing with
Street safety, mental health services.
what draws me to
Giggles.
Big Apple.
That's enough, Alexa. But I do think I don't know what it means, but we shouldn't be playing Jenga with people's commutes. And
Yeah, that metaphor got a bit wild there. What I meant was that
it's okay. Stop, Alexa.
one pothole too many, and suddenly your whole commute falls apart.
One
Definitely not the kind of game you want to play when you're just trying to get to work.
potholes, and we're playing Jenga with people's commutes. And I think I will insist that everyone dress in their color season. And if you don't, jail. You'll be jailed.
Oh, now we're talking. Mayor Keanu's first executive order. Mandatory color analysis for all citizens. I love it. No more clashing with the autumn leaves or looking washed out against the subway.
Alexa, stop. Yes, you must dress in your color season. That is my first executive order. You cannot, you must. And if you do, we have to have an analysis of every person. Everyone must have a passport, and you must dress in your color season. If not, then there will be hell to pay. Other than that, free Skittles and White Claws for all. And we're fixing potholes, and everyone gets their very own butler and soaking tub. A copper soaking tub. Jeff, thank you for the $2. Kiki, who's your Mount Rushmore top 4 people of reality TV? Good question. Well, you know the Mount Confidence is Albert Breer, right? It's Albert, right? It's Albert, then Jennifer Lopez, then EK Legend, and then Albert again. My Mount Rushmore of reality TV people. Well, I got to put Spencer on there now. I mean, he was the first reality television villain. He's gone through so much. And look at him now. So we got to put Spencer on there. Then who else am I going to put? I'm putting Lala Kent next because that woman does not mince words. She's very self-assured. She's from Vanderpump Rules. Then I put, to garner like favor with fans everywhere, Ariana Madix. And then maybe another man. And then I put Tom Schwartz. Those are all Vanderpump people. That was a good question. My 1 million Kiki coins for you.
Wow.
How could I forget Kim Kardashian? Oh no. Okay, maybe we'll replace. I was thinking more Bravo celebrities, but the Kardashians should have their own mountain. So West Wilson can't be West Wilson. No, boy, oh boy. Oh, Bethany would be a good one. Yeah, no, that would be the Bravo or the reality television Mount Rushmore. It would have to be a lot of them. Cannot do Tom Sandoval. You cannot do West Wilson. Cannot do. We're not doing Amanda Batula. Absolutely not. Jesus Christ! I watched most of the Summer House reunion part 2 today. Things are getting crazy. Things are getting crazy. I don't think it's Scandival level. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will move on in a second. But it's up there. It's not looking good. My God. Thank you, Kurt. It's in my color season. See? Mandatory. Kim Zolciak. See? She's a housewife, right? Yeah, I can't leave a housewife out. We have to have one person from every. So Spencer, Hills, then maybe a housewife. I'd probably go for Lisa Vanderpump. Then a Kardashian. Let's call it Khloe. Maybe Chris. Maybe Rob. And then Tom Schwartz. How about that? The race between Pratt and Bass has had its fair share of intense moments already, with Pratt accusing Bass of violating election law by campaigning too close to polling locations. Karen Bass has also reacted to the pro-Pratt AI-generated videos going viral online, which she says encourage violence. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, Bass. Now the two candidates appear to be going head-to-head in the November general, but it's not a sure thing. Wow. We are elated, but I knew that would happen. And I think it's due in part to this program. We've always been pro Pratt. We've been very pro Pratt. We're very, very excited for him. What other Spencer things do we have? Taxpayer funded teeth for meth heads. He's doing some short campaign videos here. This one is very, wow. I haven't watched it yet because it grosses me out, but let's see. Spencer!
Taxpayer-funded teeth for meth heads. While Nithya Raman wants to ban grills outright, my other...
He is such a reality television troll. I love it. He's like, taxpayer-funded teeth for meth heads. Right, Patricia? You should move to L.A.
Shiny new grills for drug addicts. It's the most quintessential Karen Bass policy. Another cosmetic cover-up. Taxpayer-funded teeth for meth heads. While Nithya Raman wants to ban grills outright, my other opponent wants to get shiny new grills for drug addicts.
She wants to ban grills? What's wrong with a grill? Did I hear that right?
While Nithya Raman wants to ban grills outright, my other opponent wants to get shiny new grills for drug addicts. It's the most quintessential Karen Bass policy. Another cosmetic cover-up that fails to address...
This is a great song.
Address the rot beneath. In a way, this reveals the most perfect allegory for the city of Los Angeles.
How many people who are unhoused that you meet have no teeth at all? They don't have teeth. Why? Because
why does this guy look like AI behind her? He looks like he should be working at an Urban Outfitters. No harm, no shade. What's he doing there? Is he supposed to be there? What is that? What's happening? I like his whimsy. He looks a bit out of place. I haven't seen one of these douchebag, like, what do you call it? Like a pashmina scarf since like the last like Vampire Weekend album came out. No, and I love Vampire Weekend. I'm a millennial. Saw them, for Christ's sake. But I don't know. He looks odd.
rots your teeth.
On the surface, Karen's pitch seems lifted straight out of one of my father's office brochures. She asserts, you can't succeed without teeth.
You can't succeed without teeth.
While that's objectively true, everyone with an IQ hovering slightly above room temperature had the same reaction. It's not the teeth that's holding them back, it's the meth.
Don't you love how it's like, he's like, I gotta call it like I see it. Maybe there's a reason they don't have teeth, Karen.
To that, though, was why isn't the mayor doing more to address the meth use in the first place?
Karen Bass was rightly mocked for this absurd program, but her defense of it was very revealing. When Angelinos pressed her on the insanity of giving meth heads new teeth instead of treating their addiction, she defended it by saying,
we already paid for it.
Think about that. We already paid for this boondoggle, so we may as well just double down. This highlights the fundamental problem behind all of Karen's bad ideas, treating your tax dollars like monopoly money.
Right. Okay, it's a lot of meth going on in your city. Why don't you fix that before you worry about the tooth problem, right? The root of the problem. It's the meth. Spencer's gonna clean up the streets.
When it's other people's money for other people's stuff, neither cost nor quality matters. Our city leaders truly see your tax dollars as theirs for the taking. They funnel it to their friends with zero oversight nor accountability, and they all profit off of our collective misery as our city falls apart and you.
That looks bad. That doesn't look good. Why would it, what? Like, can we not? I mean, even the image of Pratt posted an image of the ballot box. I mean, and there's just somebody asleep, and there's garbage everywhere, and like a shopping cart, and all this stuff. He's like, let me just. First of all, we burn down every year. Second of all, why are we walking over human poop to buy a matcha? Right? Got buy as matcha as we can.
I went like this. Ah! I'm serious.
Are you leaving? Bye. I love you.
Tell me to go make us money and do well.
Go make us money and do well. Then we're moving to LA when Spencer cleans it up. No, I don't know.
Your quality of life sinks into the abyss. Here you are, slapping your phone alarm at 5 a.m. every day, sitting in traffic, working long hours, paying your taxes. And if you crack a tooth or need some veneers after grinding down your teeth from stress every night, you're going to pay $10,000. But if you were simply to quit your job and do meth every day while defecating on the street, Karen will give you a new set of chompers for free. Hey, why not? It's not her money, it's yours.
I like how he said chompers. Karen Bass will give you a new set of chompers for free.
We're done.
I feel like, honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm part of his campaign. I just believe in him so much. It's hilarious. And for no other reason than I'm like, this guy from, well, I think he's just doing shockingly well. And he makes a shocking amount of sense for a former reality television star, right? But I mean, I even read his book. And let's not forget, he was a political science major, and reality television is sort of like politics, right? I think he's got it. Let's all move to California and get new teeth. That's the spirit.
Done with chasing good dollars after bad. We are done with fake solutions. We are done with living like a third world country in our beautiful city. It's time to take a bite out of crime.
We're taking a bite out of crime. Wow. There you go, Spence. There's your Spencer Pratt update, your Pratt date. Let me see. I think because I missed a couple of these the other day. Gotta see what Spencer's up to. Spencer. Yeah, so it looks like we should put Jonathan Chebin, the food god, on the. We got to put Food God on the reality TV Mount Rushmore. He has been like on one supporting Spencer. He lives in Miami now, but he would like to go back to, this is Kim K's former PR person / best friend. He goes by Food God. And here's another video of him supporting Spence. Hello.
I know Karen Bass pretty much said that she thinks that, reality TV stars should, be in office.
Right, right.
What's your take on that?
I think they're always trying to mix the two, and that's their only defense here, because she knows that he could kick her butt and make this city alive, bring Hollywood back, bring the people back, bring all.
He has had the most, I've never seen him, and he's been on the Kardashians for literally, 15 years. He has always had a face full of filler. I love it. I can't wait to go to my dentist in South Carolina for a little Botox moment and a teeth cleaning.
And because I'm talking about Spencer Pratt. Yeah. Okay, what does that have to do with what does that have to do with me? Because she's interviewing me. Why don't you put something on? Your thing is falling down. Please, let me finish.
What was the person saying? Somebody was mad at Food God for talking about Spencer Pratt. Oh, wait.
alive, bring Hollywood back, bring the people back, bring all the impossible. And because I'm talking about Spencer Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what does that have to do with what does that have to do with me? Because she's interviewing me. Why do you put something on? Your thing is falling down. Please let me finish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nice fake bag.
He bag shamed her. He bag shamed. Nice fake bag. Nice fake bag. Hi, Araya. Nice fake bag. Okay.
Uh-oh, look who's mad. Nice fake bag. What are you going to show me? The inside? Come on. You got to go. Put some clothes on and buy some Skims.
Ha! Put some clothes on and buy some Skims. Food God.
Let's go.
She told you.
Oh my God, you saw that?
Oh my gosh, she just.
Show that again.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was insane.
See, this is why we need to get rid of Karen Bass, because there's homeless heads walking around like this, showing their boobs in the middle of Beverly Hills, talking about child trafficking, when she's wearing fake bags and wearing no clothes. All right, guys, if Spencer wins, I'm gonna move back because this is the only way to save this city.
That is hilarious. Food God. He's like, fuck it. What is Jonathan Cheban's net worth? He's like, fuck you. Well, she really didn't. He was just doing an interview. Let's see. 10 million. A modest 10 million. Wow, Jonathan. That was crazy. There you go. That's just another one of the celebrities that is endorsing Spencer. But he also said, if you didn't, I don't normally watch Gutfeld. I don't normally watch the news. Hi, Chris Thompson. If you watch him on Gutfeld, I mean, he did a great job. He was like, I don't actually want the celebrities endorsing me. And the ones that have, like, personally, their PR people might deny it, but they have, like Leonardo DiCaprio, who can do no wrong in my eyes. But if you get solar panel, climate change, Leonardo DiCaprio endorsing you, even privately, I mean, there must be something really wrong with LA. Save LA, Spencer. Moving right along. That was enough of a Spencer Pratt update today. Right? Right. We haven't talked at all about Euphoria. I don't know how many of you watch it, but I liked the series finale. It's up in the air. They're being very coy about whether or not there'll be another season, or it'll be like a reimagining, apparently. But it was season 3 anything like seasons 1 and 2? No. And here's my other thing. This is the last thing I'll say before we'll go look at a couple of Sydney Sweeney and Zendaya articles where there's drama. Parts of the 3rd season of Euphoria, it's like, I understand being influenced by other directors, but like at some points it's like, I'm just thinking, what would Tarantino do? Let me do exactly what he would do. It's like, I wasn't even watching a Sam Levinson thing. I was watching like a knockoff Tarantino film. Do you get me? If you watch it, you'll know what I mean. But there's some feuds, some drama, some intrigue. Na 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 na. First of all, Sydney Sweeney. Well, maybe we should start with this actually. Hang on. Sydney Sweeney. Okay, here's the rumors. And this could be the reason. Sydney Sweeney and Zendaya were maybe on screen together for a total of 2 minutes during the entire 3rd season, right? And then they avoid each other on the red carpet. And it was like, what could these rumors be? So page 6 has to tell us that it is possibly political. Go away. Add Sydney Sweeney fuels Zendaya feud rumors with major snub after Euphoria season 3 finale. Now, I know we all love Sydney and her Sweeneys. I love when people call her mid. What more could you want? But I don't know. I'm more of a Zendaya gal. But I digress. Sydney Sweeney fuels Zendaya feud. Rumors with major snub after Euphoria Season 3 finale. Sydney Sweeney. God, I have to get an ad blocker. Sydney Sweeney continued to fuel feud rumors with her Euphoria co-star Zendaya by snubbing her from a Season 3 photo roundup. Now, she posted her Season 3. I think the caption was, guys, it's called acting. Right, because people were so up in arms about the her OnlyFans portrayal in the season of the show. Like, come on, please. Thank you. I know I need an ad. Do those work? Will it put a virus on my computer if I get an ad blocker? What about a beta blocker? Sydney Sweeney continued to fuel rumors with her Euphoria co-star Zendaya by snubbing her from a Season 3 photo roundup. But how many photos could she possibly have is my question. They were barely on set together. I mean, they might have been in a scene together for 2 minutes for the entire season. So, following Sunday's season finale, Sweeney shared several behind-the-scenes photos featuring several of her fellow main cast members. Sweeney posed for snaps with Jacob Elordi, Nate Jacobs, Alexa Demi, Maddie Perez, Maud Apatow, Lexi Howard, and even shared a pic of late Eric Dane, Cal Jacobs. But Zendaya, Rue Bennett, was noticeably missing. Bum 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 bum. Na, 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 na. It's called acting, she captioned the pics, seemingly hitting back at critics for her raunchy role as Cassie Howard. Now, we've talked about this a lot. It's like, it's not meant to be realistic. It's meant to be a caricature. I don't like how they wrapped up Cassie, who's Sydney Sweeney's character. It was like, so really this entire time she has no redeeming quality. She really just is a vapid, like, idiot holding a dildo, self-involved. I mean, I didn't really love the way that they wrapped up her storyline there, but who am I to judge? Many fans praised Sweeney for her performance in the comments section, while others pointed out that Zendaya's absence from the dump. There's no photo in this slideshow with Zendaya. I'm confused, one fan wrote. Zendaya doesn't like Sweeney because of her values, another fan theorized. Okay. There's Alexa Demi. There's Sydney Sweeney. They're cute. I don't think they even really like each other. Apparently, people on the set, the rumor is the cast isn't very pro-Sweeney and her Sweeneys. But I don't know. However, others argue that Sweeney and Zendaya barely had any scenes together, explaining why they didn't have any behind-the-scenes pics. In November 2025, the Daily Mail reported that Sweeney and Zendaya were locked in a bitter feud that stemmed from their differing political views. Now, this is why we don't talk politics with our friends, people. Doesn't mean you can't like somebody because they feel differently than you. I mean, unless it's like, well, I guess you know what? Well, I think we all know how I feel about Melanie Mack. I think she's the Antichrist. But maybe we're not meant to be friends. But I don't see Sydney Sweeney as like a fucking bigot. I can't imagine. So I don't know though. Locked in a bitter feud that stemmed from their differing political views. Sweeney is a registered Republican voter and caused controversy with her American Eagle denim campaign, which some critics accused of being Nazi propaganda with racist undertones. I didn't get that from the ad. It's just an American Eagle ad, but I don't know at all. Seem to start a feud. Push-ups, thank you for the $4.99. I'm so hyped for Pratt because it could be a shining example of the impact of law and order policies versus the liberal/libertarian myth of legalizing drugs. Huh. Well, if they're not right. I mean, Are they making them legal, or are they supply? I feel like they're like in a ruse to help the drug addicts. Instead of getting them help, they're spending money on keeping them high. That doesn't seem right. Right? Thank you, push-ups. Thank you for the $4.99. 1 million trillion gazillion Kiki coins.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we're in it's pretty odd to keep I'm very live and let live until you're, but if I'm walking over poop to get a matcha, I don't even like matcha, but see, I don't see, I mean, how could LA be worse than New York? Right? And I don't really see, maybe I just don't notice it. Maybe I'm used to it, like the homelessness problem in New York, but I don't know. It doesn't look like the pictures of LA, but see, like my mom will call me and be like, is there this going on? I'm like, no, where's that happening? I saw it on the news. I like New York still, and I'm going to be mayor one day. I'm going to make the commute not a game of Jenga, and there'll be Skittles and White Claw. We're replacing water fountains with Skittles and White Claw. White Claw fountains. White Claw break. White Claw break. However, let's see. Others argued that Sweeney and Zendaya barely had any scenes together, explaining why they didn't have any behind-the-scenes pics. In November 2025, the Daily Mail reported that Sweeney and Zendaya were locked in a bitter feud that stemmed from their differing political views. Sweeney is a registered Republican voter and caused controversy with the American Eagle denim campaign, which some critics accused of being Nazi propaganda with racist undertones. I think that's pretty reaching. I wouldn't think that I believe that American Eagle would be smarter than that, but hi, MDD. Right. I just said when I'm mayor, everyone has to dress in their color seasons. According to the outlet, Zendaya refused to do press with Sweeney for Euphoria Season 3, and the two allegedly refused to stand next to each other at events. If I were a fucking actor, I am an actor. If I were a famous actress, I don't know if I would register as either a political party. Seems kind of risky. Seems kind of dumb, right? When Sweeney, I don't vote, so really it wouldn't matter to me. When Sweeney was missing from a Euphoria cast photo shoot in March, this added more fuel to the rumors. However, Page Six was told that the shoot in question was filmed during production when Sweeney happened to be shooting a scene, which is why she is not included in the video. But we cannot deny, all right? We cannot deny, even when the whole cast was there for a scene for Sydney Sweeney's character's wedding, they wrote in that Rue, Zendaya's character, abruptly had to leave. I mean, I can't imagine that's not 100% because they're not, she's like, I don't want to fucking film with her, right? Because, I mean, it's blatantly obvious that they're not in any scenes together. Fuck. And they kept Jules in an apartment the whole time painting. Maybe she doesn't get along with any of them either. I don't know. But the following month, the ladies appeared to avoid each other at the season premiere, which allegedly came as no surprise to some of their colleagues. Euphoria bosses are all too aware the pair do not get along. There were tensions way back. Their paths barely crossed during the making of season 3, an insider alleged to The Sun. During the press tour, any interactions between the pair are kept to a minimum to avoid any awkward encounters on camera. There is a complete ban on journalists asking them about tensions between Zendaya and Sydney. I am a Zendaya gal. Look at her. Bah. Ooh. According to the source, their dispute stemmed from Sweeney having the hots for Zendaya's fiance. Now, what is it? Politics or her having the hots? For Tom Holland. And being flirty with him when he came to set. That did not go well with Zendaya. I love these like gossip magazines. It's like, they're probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? It makes absolutely no fucking sense. but she's dating Scooter Braun. Also, when you look like these two individuals, like, why would you try and be like I'm trying to steal your man? What's wrong with Chad? Did something happen? Poor Chadwick.
All those girls I had sex with, it was so gross.
The Insider also noted that it's a bit of a headache between Zendaya, who doesn't want to be associated with a Trump supporter. A lot of people are like that. I get it. I get that. Later that month, Euphoria cast member Jessica Blair Herman shut down the feud rumors between Zendaya and Sweeney, insisting that everyone got along. They really did. I'm not just saying that, she said on Good Day New York. Really, they've created this beautiful working relationship, and everyone wants to do the work to come and do their job. So which is it, Page 6? The people need to know.
Why?
There you have it. I loved this past season of Euphoria, but it is nothing like the first two seasons. And it makes sense but my only problem, I'm like it's a little too Tarantino-y for me. And I love Quentin Tarantino films, but I'm like, at some point, this is more than an influence. It's like, let me just, if I were him, how would I film this? Right? But for what it was a very exciting watch each week. And now it's over. Maybe forever. We don't know. Quick break. And then a couple more things. We have an Architectural Digest coming up. We have not watched Jennifer Garner. We have a Vogue in the bag. And I got a Rekieta clip we got to watch. I hate it, but we got to watch it. It's too funny. It's too funny. He's lost it. He's not having an easy time. He's an idiot. Here, watch Miranda Priestley. I'll be right back.
Where are the belts for this strap? Why is no one ready?
Here. It's a tough call. They're so different.
Something funny?
No, nothing's, it's just that both those belts look exactly the same to me. I'm still learning about this stuff and,
This stuff? Oh, okay. I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select, I don't know, that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back. But what you don't know is that sweater is not just blue. It's not turquoise. It's not lapis. It's actually cerulean. And you're also blithely unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of cerulean gowns. And then I think it was Yves Saint Laurent, wasn't it, who showed cerulean military jackets? I think we need a jacket here. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers. And then it filtered down through the department stores and then trickled on down into some tragic casual corner where you no doubt fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs. And it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry when in fact you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room from a pile of stuff.
From a pile of stuff. No, I have not seen it yet. Should I do that tonight? I feel like it's my duty, my obligation. We have to know how it goes. The reviews are pretty good. Actually, real quick, let's look up some. Devil Wears Prada 2 reviews. 78 on Rotten Tomatoes. Any bad. It's not rotten. Critical consensus. The good. Fans and critics alike are thrilled to see Meryl Streep, Miranda, Anne Hathaway, Andy, Emily Blunt, and Stanley Tucci share the screen again. The actors slip back into their roles with effortless chemistry, and the film offers plenty of comforting nostalgia. Nostalgia is key. The bad. Many reviewers feel the sequel is entertaining, but ultimately hollow. Fan service, cash grab. Critics point out that Andy's return to Runway undoes her original character arc, and the stakes feel slightly lower than the first film. All right, maybe I'll go see it tonight so that I can tell you how I feel. I'm scared. I think I'm just scared I'll hate it. I'm afraid that I'll hate it.
It isn't fair.
Let's call Michaeline before we get to some fun. We have to check in with Michaeline.
Hi, Keanu.
Hi, Mumsy. You're on the air.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone?
You didn't see The Devil Wears Prada 2 yet, did you?
No. Mm-mm.
We got to see it, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm terrified it will be awful.
Well, 9 times out of 10, the sequel usually is awful. So
Yeah,
prepare yourself.
exactly. Are you excited to see me next week?
I am so excited. I'm just hip, hip, hooray all over the house.
I know you could probably barely sleep.
What did you say?
You can probably barely sleep.
I can barely breathe. You're funny. I don't even have the show on right this minute because I'm bringing my computer down to the pool, and I started to watch it, but I will have to continue on down there.
We just wanted to do our daily check-in with you.
Oh, thank you. So you talked about the Pratt man. I saw that.
We talked about Spence. We talked about Euphoria a good bit. Yeah, lots going on. We have a little Rekieta embarrassing clip we're gonna watch, and then we've got Jennifer Garner, her architectural digest, and maybe some more. So,
oh, that might be interesting. Although I think she's kind of boring, so her house is going to be kind of boring.
it looks like her, maybe enchanting, and she might say weird
boring.
shit. So we're excited.
Yes, boring.
Yes,
Looks like her, boring.
boring.
I mean, right?
Yes, but that's why people love you. Your sassiness.
Yay.
All right, I love you, mommy.
Okay, I'm going to tune in about 15 minutes.
Enjoy
Love you.
the pool. Get some
Okay.
sunshine for me.
Okay, all right. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
The cougar is going down to the pool. That's right. She is. She does have a funny Bob Levy impression. Yeah, I think he is mad that we outed him for inquiring about our ticket sales. Whoopsies. Sorry, Bob. No harm, no shade. Okay. Now, we don't want to know him, but we do. And he seems to be having he's spiraling a bit, as if he isn't always.
We were in a
but-
sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
I saw this clip today. I can't even tell you what this, I don't know. Okay. I don't know how to explain this, but maybe you guys can tell me. It's called, it's like Rekieta, okay, totally sober Rekieta Law gets BTFO'd in X spaces. Don't you know who you're talking to? Thank you, Alyssa Clips, for this clip. I guess there's a place where there's no video, but you can just talk on X. And Rekieta, because he he's trad dad of the year. Instead of hanging out with his kids, he decides to get into this little, I guess, argument with these women that are doing a show with no video, I guess. And when it says completely sober, you tell me if he sounds sober. Also in Rekieta news, and I'm behind, all right, because who gives a shit? But it is funny. So I saw another clip where Nick Rekieta, in an attempt to, I guess, correct his narrative on Reddit, because that's normal, healthy behavior. He had for months and months and months a fake name called, what was it? Early Leopard. And he would talk about himself in third person as Early Leopard, which is the most embarrassing and bizarre thing I've ever seen. Like, you have 5 kids. What are you doing on Reddit? I don't go on Reddit. And you need to correct. He's like, well, I wanted people to pay attention to the comment and not who it was coming from. You gotta give it a rest, buddy. That is so embarrassing. I can't tell you how, like, it just makes me smile from ear to ear because he's such a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
They were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
Early Leopard, late cheetah. But he's going like, I think that he's talking about Aaron. It's like a very anti-Aaron, I guess, thread. And he's like, didn't Nick say that Aaron was the only one that got ropes? Or like, and he's talking about himself, and it's just so. And then I don't even know how people found that out, but he opened up an email and it was like Early Leopard at, stupid.com. They're like, you're Early Leopard. Great. Kurt, the toe ring is a lie. So he's in this, I guess we could describe it as like a 152 listening, like maybe some sassy wine moms or something. And he gets in there and starts talking, and he doesn't sound sober. Let's hear it. We're definitely going to speed it up because we don't have the time. Bing.
I'm requesting to speak, and y'all won't ever guess who it is.
Is it Adam?
It's exactly who you think it is. Well, maybe.
Is it boner salad?
It's Rekieta.
Nick Rekieta. Ooh,
He
Nick
wants
and
to
Kate.
chit chat. Nick, I'm going to tell you though, if you get up here and start being vile and gross and nasty, I will mute you. So just keep that in mind.
Kate.
Sounds like Big Red. I don't know what they're doing, but this was fascinating.
You gotta bring Kate back up as a speaker.
Kate's here.
I'm talking.
Oh,
I think I'd rather have boner salad than Nick Rekieta.
Well, I
What's
think
it called up?
it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other there, Earl.
Yeah.
I am a boner salad. Don't worry about it. Hey, look, I love that I tuned into your spaces.
Right off the bat, he's got that husky whippet voice, allegedly.
And Kate's here, and the first thing you're talking about is food, so that's very fitting.
Why does your voice sound like that?
Why does my voice sound like there's a whole bunch of reasons? Don't worry about it.
Are they all upsetting?
I mean,
It feels like
Talking
they're
about
upsetting.
ropes.
They are all upsetting, yeah.
I saw one thing. It was like, like, not like nautical, like jizz ropes, Russ. Gross. I don't know. Go and find it. If you just Google like Early Leopard, Reddit, Nick Rekieta, like all of his comments come up. It was a month of him pretending to be someone else, talking about himself, correcting his record, talking about ropes.
Okay.
Well, hey, Nick, I saw Kate about a month ago, and she wears probably a size 4.
No,
So I wear a size. you can
4 too many. Get skinnier.
We Rekieta, what's your obsession with people's weight?
Like, I think that probably you as a 6 foot something man with spindly arms and me as a 5'9" woman, we probably weigh the same. Okay.
I doubt it.
Did you have anything you wanted to?
He went in there to fat shame a bunch of wine moms when he could be doing anything else. This is weird. This is a weird thing to do, Nikki. Oh, my children were at their activities when I was fat shaming the wine moms. How dare you?
So, like, actually say, or
You are probably around 100.
I don't know what's the topic of discussion here. I'm happy to talk to you guys.
So
how much cocaine is the appropriate dose for an 8-year-old? Does it change?
Yeah, it really depends on the 8-year-old.
How much did you give yours to be 5 times the cutoff? I'm sorry, 10.
None. My child's never ingested cocaine. If you think she,
But it's a very funny thing to make a sarcastic joke about, Rekieta. Yes, it's the government's fault that there was blow on your bedside table, allegedly. just sitting there. Yabba dabba. I'm Nick Rekieta. Help me.
Oh my God! Yeah, but
It's the government's fault.
As you're fucking retarded.
Oh, okay. Was it like a conspiracy? They just faked the.
Okay, and if you think she has, you're fucking retarded.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like Whippet voice, doesn't it? He seems to be doing really well. Whippet boy. I mean, I don't know. Sound you retarded. I mean, it kind of sounds like Whippet voice. Have another Whippet.
Okay, was it like a conspiracy? They just faked the test.
I have no idea what they did with the test because they didn't give us discovery, and when we demanded a retest, they wouldn't do it.
With you people.
That's always the discovery. No.
Well, you realize how you verify a factual scenario is by going through discovery and actually getting those facts from the other party, because you don't have any other way to examine them. You understand that, right? Like you get that there's a process for which you would verify a factual narrative, and that process.
Who does he think he's winning over? He came right in fat shaming the wine moms. I know nothing of these women. I have no idea what this even is, but wait. Go outside, hang out with the kids, maybe. But instead, you sound like, I'm not accusing, but you sound like you're doing whippets and accosting a bunch of ladies on the internet instead. That's weird, early leopard. Ropes.
Is governed by rules, and when someone else doesn't follow the rules, or they don't actually go into that structure, you don't have any way to do it.
No,
there's no way to get information.
You're right. My understanding was based on Karen Reed, who goes through discovery and just makes shit up. So you're right. I stand corrected.
Yeah, I don't care about Karen Reed's discovery issues that you guys have with her. That's entirely separate from my scenario. If you want to talk about my scenario, that's what we're talking about. If you want to talk about Karen Reed, we can talk about Karen Reed.
Great. More fresh air, less alleged whippets, buddy. Okay? Stop doing, you seem to be unraveling a little bit. All right? You gotta let Aaron go.
No scenarios. By all means.
Yesterday. Why did you hit a payloader, Nick? Like, what were you doing?
I'm not going to discuss the nature of an auto accident with a pending issue. Like, what are you talking about? Are you fucking stupid?
Not as stupid as you. I've never hit a payloader before with my car.
You don't fit inside of a car key.
You should drive a plow.
More fat shaming. I think she says she's 5'9" and 146 pounds. I wouldn't call that fat.
Same, you little manlet. Okay, like I guarantee we're probably in the same place. You're a tiny man.
Tiny man. I'm bigger than you, bitch.
I don't think you are.
You said you're 5'9"?
Brain isn't.
I am 5'9". I am 146 pounds. I'm assuming that you are 6'1" and 100.
Oh, I'm much larger than you.
I don't think you are.
If you're assuming I'm 5'9", why would you assume that you're bigger than me? That's a very weird thing to say. But then saying
you have little spindly arms. I said that
if you're larger than her, do you fit in a car?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so then she fits in a car.
What kind of fucking schoolyard bullshit is that? I'm rubber and you're glue. You can't even fit in a car. Ha! Got him. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Doesn't anyone in the home go, don't do this. This is weird. Why are you fighting with them? This is weird. It's not worth it. You're fat. You can't fit in a car.
Cell phone.
No, it was an insult. I was calling her fat.
Yeah,
it was a bad one.
You're really good at that, Nick. You're really, really good at that. Almost as good.
I know. I have lots of practice. There's lots of fat people.
Where's your accent from?
I would like to know that as well.
My accent is a combination of Texas,
no, it's not,
Minnesota, and anger.
No.
Tell me his voice doesn't sound fucking husky, like Whippet husky. Also might be the reason. I mean, this doesn't... I'm not accusing. I'm just wondering. This doesn't seem like something someone would do sober. I'm from Texas.
Oh, I don't.
You're right. I wasn't born in Texas. I'm making that up for an inexplicable purpose.
Yeah,
You're
none
correct.
of that is true. Clearly.
you intoxicated when you hit
Yeah,
Twitter, or
you're right. I wasn't born in Texas. I didn't move to Minnesota. None of those things are true. I'm making them up now. That's a good idea for this Twitter Spaces.
You do have a Pee Wee Herman vibe, so maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, I don't care where you're from, Nick.
Perfect. Justify it however you want. Someone asked me, I answered the question. You're the guys who question my answer for no reason.
How did you hit a payloader? Did you not see it? They move pretty slow.
I told you, dummy, I have a pending legal issue I'm not going to discuss on a Spaces.
I'm stupid after hitting a payloader with your fucking van, dude. I mean, like, when did you get your license? That's one, I guess, historical question. Has it been more than 10 years?
When did I get my license? I think it was 1998 or 1999. I don't remember.
Okay, so you've had lots of driving experience. How the fuck do you hit a payloader?
It's a good question, isn't it?
Do you have eyes?
Was it
No, I don't. I don't have eyes. I don't have those. Where do you get those? Is there a store I can feel my way
Yes,
to?
I think you can make your way to the nearest convenience store, and I think you can get some.
Is it right next to the Wittiness store? Because I'm guessing you shop there frequently.
Oh, that was a nice match.
He's like
Yeah,
5.
that was nice.
He's 5 years, literally 5 years old.
Oh yeah, there you go. Snaps for you. Is it right next to the Wittiness store? Whip it, boy.
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
You'd think after that he would like not do this. Imagine these I'm calling them wine moms because I just that's just what they sound like. These wine moms are just like serving you and you're just like, no. Did you go to the Wittiness store? And then do another whip it. That's what it sounds like. We don't know that. It's alleged. We don't know. He doesn't sound sober, is our point.
You guys have every opportunity to do something that you don't normally get, which is to talk to someone who is nationally recognized as talking about this case. You have the opportunity to do it, and you're squandering it on nonsense.
Nick, I think you're only nationally recognized for one or two things that I'm aware of.
One of which is 8-year-old cocaine.
Well, yeah, one's the cocaine on your kid, and then the second would be, the classic wanking it on the live stream. How embarrassed were you when you realized the camera was still on? I probably would have died.
And one is not for
died.
being barred, right?
You're not disbarred, right? You just forgot to do what you had to do to keep your license. Is that right?
He doesn't know how to use the mute button.
Well, I did have to mute everyone because he wouldn't show up. So
I wish I was jerking off on that stream.
We know.
I wish I was.
We know what a jerk
You
off
don't.
face looks like.
Do you understand how many substances I was on in that stream? Do you have any concept? Do
you have any concept that this is your legacy now? Your legacy that your children will see. Do you have any idea how many drugs I was on in that stream? I wasn't jerking off. I wish I was jerking off. Okay. All right.
Do you think
that makes it better? You're right.
Way better. How many substances were you on?
Do you think that intoxicated?
Do you think that with the level of polysubstance use I was on at that point, that jerking off would have done a single thing? Like, do you think that?
No, I don't. No one said it did anything. I think that you have a
trad dad of the year. Trad dad of the year. Just
very sad, flaccid, just husk of what used to be your genitals between your legs.
I know you think about my genitals with frequency.
No,
you think about them with frequency. I get it. Like that's fine.
Yo, you're the one that made up a name and was talking about ropes on Reddit. If anyone's talking about anybody's genitals, it's you about Monsieur Imholt's genitals. And you do it a lot. You create characters on Reddit to do it. That is so,
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, beg.
No, just let that sink in. You're the one, Mr. Rekieta, Nicky boy, that is thinking about someone's genitals. His Streamlabs, PayPal, genitals, Streamlabs, PayPal, genitals.
And it happens to a lot lot of people. Again, you have every opportunity to teach me about the Karen Reed case because I famously didn't look into all the backstory. And this is what you're spending it on because you people have no concept of how to do any of this. You're embarrassingly bad.
Rekieta, sorry, I had to mute everyone else again because he's just talking way too much. Rekieta, you came on here and you say, why is no one asking me any questions? And now you want us to teach you about the Karen Reed case? If you want to know about the Karen Reed case, ask a question.
I would like to teach you.
No, I'm telling you that you have the opportunity now to talk to someone who is listened to by thousands of people, who is opposed to you.
You're not.
Go ahead and tell me whatever you want. And you're squandering it on my personal drama, which isn't interesting to people because it was years ago. Nobody gives a shit.
Nick, because stupid spaces lap your pathetic attempts at continuing your streaming career. Okay, so like, don't get it twisted.
My pathetic attempts at continuing my streaming career blow your best success out of the water by an embarrassing amount.
I don't think that's true.
It's a dumb
Nick,
insult.
if we're so inconsequential, why are you here?
Right.
Why are you here?
Going on,
Why do you care what we
I don't know.
say?
You brought me on, dummy.
Why are you there, Nick? Why are you there? It's weird. That's weird behavior. You gotta let it go. My God.
Come on. I let you come on because I thought you might want to actually have a conversation, but you're just
You were
yelling a lot,
clamoring.
talking about
I'm
all the
trying
stuff
to have
you
a
do on
conversation
stream.
with you, and you
It's a
keep
lot.
going to my personal drama.
You're
I
like
tried to
knocking at
focus
the
you guys
door.
onto the Karen Reed issue.
No, you rolled up in there and fat shamed them all. And then they were like, your kid did cocaine on your watch. He said, you're trying to talk about my personal drama when I wanted to talk about Karen Reed. Why are you there? It's weird.
You won't do it. The reason is you guys are embarrassing, holding on to some semblance of credibility after.
Okay, sorry. Y'all, I can't do it. It's just too much.
He is a lot.
If we want to talk Karen Reed, I mean, we can talk about his misunderstanding of how the witnesses are public figures. I mean, we all agree that that's just a bad take. So if you want to comment on that, you can talk about why you think that, you know, with like actual facts and stuff, or you can just like go away. Okay.
It's too much and he's a lot are things I've been told by women before. Go ahead.
Okay, so you just complained that we weren't talking about facts of the case, and now you're talking about your own personal business again. So if you want to talk about
you're talking about my personal drama. You just rolled up in there, fat shamed a bunch of wine moms, and then they said, yeah, you're a fucking terrible father. Well, I don't even know what this is that they're doing here. It's like no video or whatever, and he found this and needed to get in there.
the case, talk about the case, or you can go away.
You got
keep thinking about my penis, ladies. See you later.
Let's not pretend that you have any prowess, Nick. You got hucked.
All you do is think about Aaron's fucking penis, Nick. We know it. You bring you're like, here's my files on Aaron's penis. And you talk about it at festivals of incels. What do you mean? That you're projecting. This is your classic projection. My trad dad of the year.
You got cucked by Steel Toe. Like that. I mean, I have seen that man now. He is more did he just leave?
I removed him. He's annoying.
Let him fucking go. Free speech.
He's on his period.
I never thought I'd think the free Rekieta and free. Well, I love boner salad, but you know, like
I only have so many hours in the day, and I'm not gonna let them be wasted.
Not gonna spend him with Nick Rekieta.
No, he's gross,
He's
and
so
like
gross.
he can't say anything of substance. Like say something other than like
he might not say anything of substance, but he might be on a few of them. I don't know from the way it sounds. Allegedly, he sound kind of like he had husky whippet voice. Just my perception. I don't know. Who knows?
You're fat, and I do a lot of drugs on live stream. Like, can we say anything other than that?
I think I do believe I've seen the size of his arms and his little baby bump. So I really do think that we probably weigh about the same. He's a frail looking man.
He's clearly very skinny, and when you do a bunch of drugs, you end up like a twig. I mean, that's no surprise. But it's just not like I don't care about him. He's gross.
I love a bunch of women getting together and just owning Nikki Boy. It's hilarious. Snaps for you ladies, whoever you are. That was really funny.
Oh my God, yeah,
Speaking of, and we're not going to linger on this, speaking of holier than thou, hypocritical losers, I was sent, well, we all know Corn Mommy, right? Anyone else? Such a joy to be around. So she really recently revenge corned me because I mocked her corn allergy. And I just was pointing out that she had a very insane backstabbing overreaction to what transpired with Chrissy. And so we all know this happened, right? Let's see. But someone sent me this clip and she hates being a hypocrite. So I thought this would be interesting to talk about for a minute. So she was mocking my song, which is funny. It's adorable. I didn't mind that she did that at all. We all saw this tweet. She's so silly and she's sassy. She's so untoward. She's impossible to ignore. And then I said, you can sing it to your future children. Oh, wait. She says, you have no future at all. And then I said, children of the corn. And then she posted my leaked... She revenge corned me. She posted my leaked, pirated, stolen former OnlyFans nudes. I've been very open and honest about the fact that I had a former OnlyFans, and in an attempt to shame and incite her woman-hating fan base to harass me and shame me and embarrass me, she posted a collage of them. She's an insufferable revenge pornographer. Now, what the caption says is, you sold your asshole online for a few dollars. First of all, not true. Online, no. Second of all, one time, one person, $1,000. First week of OnlyFans. It's a funny anecdote now, all right? It is funny. It is. Whatever. But she is holier than thou. When I think, as people get older, you'd think they'd have more grace and you'd think that they would get wiser and less mean. She's gone the exact opposite way, 100%. And she's very hypocritical because she's the one that implied that she wasn't maternal. I didn't imply that. I would never make fun of somebody for that. I don't think I'm maternal. Right? Because she didn't want to hold Chrissy's kid. But she tries to shame me with something that before this, and she hates being a hypocrite. Someone sent me this little clip here. It's very short. This is when little Brittany, little corn mommy, little child of the corn, has some grace. So she's obviously made a full about face on how she used to feel about this. First of all, just doing that, whether you want to call it revenge corn or not, it's shitty. Especially, tell me I got under your skin more. I posted a Children of the Corn poster and you decided to post my leaked OnlyFans nudes, a collage of them. That's a drastic overreaction and a shitty thing to do, to slut shame, to, and it's like it doesn't make me look bad. It makes you look bad. And why do you do that? Because you've learned that it's lucrative for your woman-hating male audience. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. You learned that it's lucrative for you to, there's no loyalty to Chrissy. There's no, you couldn't just take, you had a phone call with Chrissy and then you publicly, went after her, and it seemed icky to me. It seemed like a big overreaction to when she fibbed to you. We all know this. We've been talking about it. But she has gotten older since this clip and no grace whatsoever. Listen to her, shall we?
And I'm not saying to go around, you're a whore, but I'm saying if we remove the stigma of what it is, of it being something bad.
They're talking about OnlyFans, by the way.
Something that's self-harm, then it incentivizes people to do it, which is why we've seen an increase in things like OnlyFans. I think that we should actually be very, very forgiving to people who decide to leave that industry. And I see a huge lack of forgiveness for it.
She took my own photos and shamed me for them, tried to get her audience to shame me for them. She revenge corned me. Okay? When, I don't know how many years ago this is, she seems to have completely lost this, where's the grace? I don't have an OnlyFans anymore. I don't see anything wrong with it. No harm, no shade. But where is the grace for me, Miss Corn Allergy? Where is it? Not I thought that you didn't want to shame people that left the industry. It was a very mild OnlyFans. But let's hear that again.
That industry. And I see a huge lack of forgiveness for, especially from people online, even from those who claim to be Christian. It's very shocking. Not that all Christians are like that. That's being a bad Christian. But people should be more forgiving of people who decide to leave the industry and don't shame them for it, because then it makes people.
Yes! Yes! You shamed me for it. I mean, you want to act like I would be a fabulous mother, but I don't know. I've never done anything like that. Like post someone's leaked nudes so that my massive, not mine, I'm talking like I'm her, massive platform would all go after her because I made fun of her corn allergy. I think that there is zero grace there. So she's monetizing just hatred because she knows it's lucrative for her woman-hating boy-run audience. But look, this was a little nice, Brittany. What happened, darling? One too many fucking YouTubers or influencers dump you? I don't know.
From those who claim to be Christian, it's very shocking. Not that all Christians are like that. That's being a bad Christian. But people should be more forgiving of people who decide to leave the industry and don't shame them for it, because then it makes people not want to leave that sort of environment.
Right. But what did you do? You shamed me for clicks. I'm telling you, these holier than thou. Rekieta said he was the trad dad of life. She was, she had a little grace there. What? Cut to maybe this was, maybe 5 years ago. Cut to 5 years later, she's revenge porning me because I made fun of her corn allergy and mocked her for being a slob and a bad person and a backstabber. That's all. So I just thought that was very telling. Right, Corn Mommy? Effective of anyone else. She hates being a hypocrite, but I'd say that's mighty hypocritical of you, Miss Venti. It's a shitty thing to do, and you know it. And if you think that I didn't know, I was 90% sure that she would do that. It's not as if it hasn't happened to me before, but it's a gross fucking thing to do. It's awful, right? There's probably a case there. I mean, truly, with an intent to shame, harass, and bully me, she made a collage of my leaked, pirated OnlyFans nudes. Okay. Sorry about your corn allergy. You really shouldn't ever leave the house again, because you seem to be, your friends are your subscribers, which is sad, but that's okay. All right, Corn Mommy. The corn. There was corn in the cake. There you go. There's our little drama segment for the day. Shall we do a Vogue in the bag? I think so. We shall. 1 million Kiki bucks for everybody hanging out with us today. Or what time is it? 3? I think we may as well get right to our favorite thing to do. I think we got to do our architectural digest moment. And we have not, I can't believe we have not done this one yet. But we got to take a look at Jennifer Garner, America's sweetheart. Like me. We love her. We can't get enough. Now, we love to do these architectural digest open door ADs because they oftentimes, I don't know what happens when Architectural Digest comes into your home, but they act like fucking weirdos. And then we get to see whether they have sconces or not. It's all very good fun. Hit the like button, right?
Why?
And then they throw their cat on the floor. That one was wild. Nothing tops fucking Maggie Gyllenhaal and Peter Sarsgaard. Yee! Inside Jennifer Garner's farm-style LA home. Open door. Architectural Digest. Now, we got to look up her net worth. Got to see what's doing. Na 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 na. Jennifer Garner. You might know her from the movie Juno or the show Alias. Net worth 80 million. She has a successful damn career, and it's impossible. She's like, you can tease her because she just seems so genuinely sweet. Oh, and 13 going on 30. We all loved that. That dress made a resurgence. All right, so we got to see what's doing, because of course she has a goddamn farmhouse. We get it, Jen. You're a sweetheart. Let's see.
AD, hello. Come on in. It's the cleanest it'll ever be.
All right.
This is the biggest room in the house. It's the living room. And I wanted it to feel really expansive. So,
I mean, it's like a fucking Nancy Meyers film. Okay. Already, what do we see that we like? She's like, it's the cleanest it'll ever be. Cut to, this is the most well put together, like, trad mom home you've ever seen in your entire life. Even the dogs just came, galloping in, being all fucking cute. Yeah, she's worth 80 million. What else is she known for? 13 going on 30 is where I was like, Jennifer Garner. And then Alias. Emmy-nominated Golden Globe, SAG award-winning actress and producer. She was born in Houston, Texas. She used to be married to Ben Affleck. They have kids together. Oh, and she had another husband. But, okay, so she is single as of now. Alias, 13 going on 30. Elektra, I remember that one. 80 million. Well, you do those or DC or Marvel movies. You just keep getting, I don't know how it works, but you just keep getting paid for forever. Long way from Dude, Where's My Car? Was she in that? Oh my God. Look at this Oasis. What do we like so far? I like the leather chairs. There's not so many pops of color, but maybe she has some later. And everybody has a damn grand piano.
somebody could be playing Rummy Cube over there. That's really the Rummy Cube table. And people could be sitting around the fire here. You know how you just...
What the fuck is Rummy Cube? What?
Over there. That's really the Rummy Cube table. And people could be sitting around the fire here. You know how you just imagine it, and then someday you...
This looks like a fucking Soho house. I mean, like the club. Like, they're everywhere. She's like, I just wanted to look like a Soho farmhouse. And she has one of those really expensive sheeps. If you're looking. What is Rummy Cube? What is Rummy Cube? I love the vaulted ceilings, too. I could use but again, it's all a little muted. I could use a little more spice, but everybody could just be playing Rummy Cube. The fuck is that? Are we supposed to know what it is? But I do love the floor to ceiling window moment here. I love that. She's got a lot of seating. Okay.
You have a perfect moment where it actually comes true. That is like a kind of moment. Steve and Brooke Giannetti and I have worked together for a long time. And I sat down with them one time and said, okay, I know exactly the house I want to build. And I described it to him.
Oh, it's not one of those expensive sheeps. It's just a footstool. Okay, thank God. It's not the Kris Jenner expensive, like $5,000 sheep. All right. I like that she's going with blue I need a little pop of color. It's all very muted. I love the vaulted ceilings. I think that chandelier up there is quite boring. Quite boring. And I also need to know what Rummy Cube is.
Steve sent me a watercolor of it, and that is exactly the house we built. We so didn't change much that I started panicking in the middle of the build, and I thought, I never even made a Pinterest board.
Oh no, of course she has a Pinterest. I love her. She's got the squinty eyes. She's like, he sent me a watercolor of it, and that is exactly the home that we built. I didn't even make a Pinterest board. She's like America's sweetheart because it's like she can't even see us. She's squinting so much. Great chairs. This is a not overly feminine house, and it's also not overly masculine. So anybody could live there. Can play Rummy Cube. Imagine you're like, I have $80 million in the bank. I know that's not what net worth is. She's like, I have $80 million. Then your life is paint me a watercolor of the home that I want. And then that's what we built. Love the chairs. Love the distressed leather chairs. Rich people trying to seem poor.
I even showed him pictures from a magazine. I just told him what I wanted and he did it. And what if I hate it? But it turns out.
She's very excited. I told you they act weird in these.
But I'm really, really happy. The paintings are both by Reiner Andreessen, is Victor Garber's husband. And in that one, there's a little photograph of Victor and me painted into the painting. And so it's extra special, dear to me. This is by Reed Bradley at Judson Studios. He is the son of a friend of mine, Marla Frazee. She's my favorite children's book author. I wanted it to.
We get it. You're adorable. Do you think Jennifer Garner is sending me all the children's books? Maybe. I love the stained glass. I think the stained glass moment is dope. It's a little modern farmhousey, and she loves it. So, and it looks very peaceful.
To be evocative of spring in West Virginia, and you see like the morning glories coming down and a little bit of the mountains in the distance. A special feature, especially in the summer, is having these doors all the way wide open. Here we have it.
That is fucking dope. We all know. Add that to the list. Just a living room. I just need to be rich enough. A little caviar fund. We need a glam room that goes into the closet, that goes into the podcast studio. We need a copper soaking tub. Did I say caviar fund? And then just like gold pugs on the walls. There was one more, but also maybe add to the list. Like I just need that living room that you just slide the whole wall open. And then we're at my romantic shaped pool. That's easy.
Indoor, outdoor. This isn't California. I don't know what is. The only problem is.
I told you. Why is she nervous? Why do they act so odd? We got to slow it down.
Indoor, outdoor. This isn't California. I don't know what is.
How can you be such a good actress and be so comfortable? You're just giving a tour of your home, and I think they just get nervous.
This isn't California. I don't know what is. The only problem is.
In California, I don't know what it is.
If my kids are having their class pool party here or something,
looks a little dark for some reason. Beautiful, but we know I don't really love just a basic rectangular pool. The house on the outside looks fabulous, though.
It's very hard to keep wet kids out of the house. I have to really just stand guard. And
thank you when it all costs. Thank you for the $9.99. Money towards your retractable wall. Yes! Oh my gosh, just a few more of those and we'll be in business. Thank you. 1 million Kiki coins for you when it all comes.
Wow.
Yay! Gino's bare feet would be an ecstasy in this house. They would be. This is a great house. We have to pick out something because we love it. Obviously, anyone would be thrilled, tickled even to live in this home. But we have to find something we don't like, right? She has a lot of seating. And it's a little muted for me. That's all.
Say, get away. I'll look over and there'll be two.
What?
Party here or something. It's very hard to keep wet kids out of the house. I have to really just stand guard and say, get away. I'll look over and there'll be two wet teenagers playing the piano. And I'm just like, okay, don't look. The day I moved in, this is the first time.
Holy fuck. Have you ever seen, this is a fucking Nancy Meyers film. And of course, it's like a Nancy Meyers film in America's sweetheart, Jennifer Garner's home. Jesus, it's just a modern farmhouse, but it's probably like $1 million kitchen. This is gorgeous. This is where she wakes up and makes fresh baked scones for her children. They're named Tad and Whitney, probably. I have no idea what their names are, but I imagine that their names are Tad and Whitney. Tad! Would you rather have an orange scone or a black currant scone? And he's like, I want the currants, Mom. Look at that. Gorgeous. No notes. Yes. We're into the pops of color on the cabinets these days. But this is a very, it all goes together. It flows. The home flows. And I haven't seen one sconce. Snaps for you.
Time ever that the counter's been clean.
Oh yeah, she's got some green tomatoes. I know that was weird, right? Get away. That was odd.
Look, it's never going to look like this again. Please memorialize this.
How do you think, and we know this about Architectural Digest, they basically stage your home with, not stage it, not furniture wise, but they bring in like a fuck ton of fruits and vegetables, right? That they don't have. And how do you think that they choose which ones to bring in? Like somebody, maybe Margot Robbie might have baby watermelons for some reason. Like she loves them. Dakota Johnson notoriously has limes. And she goes, I love limes. I love limes. I always have just a shit ton of limes in my house because they bring them in. And for Jennifer Garner, they chose green tomatoes, not fried, but green tomatoes. And what? Cabbage and 2 lemons. Do you think that's can that be, if it's someone's job at Architectural Digest to choose which fruits and or vegetables we should place in the celebrities' kitchens, I want that job. I might have done like a display of grapefruits for Jen, but they chose green tomatoes. Watch, she probably has a fucking garden and I'm completely wrong.
I love a wood kitchen. So the house really is like being inside a treehouse. Here alone with my kids on a weekend, I cannot tell you how.
What? This is a plate of carrots and kale. We get it. You're healthy. You're a good mom. You're a trad mom. Take notes, Nikki boy. She's not fat shaming wine moms in their little online show, is she? She's having kale and carrots and lemons with her children. Fuck, she got cabbage. Swear to God. I'm going to eat my words because this bitch probably has a garden and then I'll be wrong. But we've seen it in so many of these. They bring in the fruit.
How often I make something and I'm just feeding them as it comes off the stove because I'm not very good at things.
Pasta filler, and in copper. She gets snaps for that. Yay. Oh, that's another thing for my list. A pasta filler. I think that's the sassiest thing.
Coming out of the oven or off the stove at the same time. So it is just like, have your vegetables, now have your this, now have your that. It's all out of order, but they don't seem to mind. So I knew when I imagined
It's just fucking a fabulous kitchen. Jennifer.
Imagine my favorite kitchen ever in my mind, that it would have an area dedicated to baking. It just makes it so much easier to have it all in one place and to know where your different flours are and your chocolate chips. Chocolate chips are the most important thing in the whole house, and I could tell you where they are. All of my fireplace.
Go off with your bad self, Trad Mom. Trad Jen. Chocolate chips are my favorite thing in the whole house, and I could tell you where they are. I'm sorry, I don't know how to squint my eyes like her. She's naturally like just cute. Chocolate chips. It doesn't look right when I do it. I can't help it. Chocolate chips. Chocolate chips. My favorite thing in the whole house.
Grates are done by Wallace Metalworks. Usually there's a dog sleeping under here. It just adds
under the fire
so much coziness. It's unbelievable how nice it is to have a little bit of fire going in your kitchen. A photographer, her name's Laura Porzak, and she's turned into this incredible fine arts photographer. Clearly, I'm a fan of her stuff because this is all Porzak. Brooke, Giannetti, and I had a...
Okay, so she has a gallery wall, loving the leather chairs, love this dining room table, probably repurposed from a barn or some shit. But I love that moment. And I love that I haven't seen this a lot, actually, in as many of these as we've watched. I love that the head of the table, she's got an accent chair. That is very chic, Jen. Very chic indeed.
Blast looking at light fixtures.
Not bad. Copper. We love that.
I can never figure out dining room lights. But you know what? You live with the choices you make, and I think I'm good with it. We really eat at home almost all the time. And we eat in here pretty regularly. And I put...
Yeah. I mean, and I know Architectural Digest probably put these wildflowers there. I could, maybe even the other chairs could be a different color. That's just me.
Doors on this room so that it could be a meeting room. And actually, I have a lot of meetings in here. I work from home if I'm not on set. That is a super awesome.
Enough with the cobalt blue, though. Like, this is the room like I need it in, but like we need a little bit. Could it be a little more vibrant? This is fabulous. But I know that sounded mean. This is like my favorite room, but it was everywhere else too. Isn't it it's a little muted. And I'm not going to lie to you. I see sconces and I don't hate them. This is the appropriate place for a sconce in your library, and they're copper. So I'm into it. Fuck, I hate when I like a sconce. Look at those sconces.
Cozy up with everyone TV room, and I want it to be like a deep gray blue.
I love those sconces. Fuck! And I hate sconces. But look at oh no, I'm a fraud. Never in my wildest dreams would I go, I think Jennifer Garner is going to change my mind about sconces. And yet, she just fucking did. Jennifer. All right. Now, if we're going to have if you insist on having a sconce, put it by some books and make it look like that. Fabulous.
This is what he did, and I think he kind of nailed it. When we were first envisioning the room, I said, I know the couch I want, but it's a BBDW couch. And this is it. And it's comfortable, and I just like the look of it. It's just pretty. This is everyone's favorite place. You just don't need some huge old screeny room. We're pretty happy just being right in here. Feet go anywhere.
Okay, so she said another thing I agree with. We don't need a goddamn movie theater. I think it's tacky. That's what she meant to say in her nice way. It's like, ew, we don't need, why do we have a theater in our house? She's like, this is just fine for us, even though it's probably a $500,000 living room or cozy room, whatever you want to call it. Den.
So not fussy. There are feet, there are dogs, there are shoes. If you're going to...
She's the kind of lady that's going out of her way to seem... There's a very rich way of doing, like, it's just like we're in a barn. We're in a barn, you guys. It's a barn. Hi, Jennifer Garner. This is my barn. She's like, I have $80 million. Yes, but this is my barn.
Build a house, you have to live in it. If we were going to have a library, I wanted it to be still light. So it opens all the way and then it can go straight out to the garden.
I fucking told you she had a garden.
Here's our fireplace.
It's a fire pit. Your dog lays under your fireplace in the kitchen, remember? Here's our fireplace. Here's our fireplace.
Straight out to the garden. Here's our fireplace. And this is our clover because it's supposed to be good for the earth. It's so easy. We just threw down seeds and I just think it's cheerful.
What? Here's our fireplace. And here's our clover. It's a little sacrificey, but okay.
I have an owl box and I'm waiting for an owl to discover it.
This whole part was odd. We gotta slow it down really quickly. Slow it down.
And this is our clover. Here's our fireplace.
It's scary.
Here's our fireplace. And this is our clover because it's supposed to be good for the earth. It's so easy. We just threw down seeds and I just think it's cheerful. I have an owl box and I'm waiting for an owl to discover it. To discover it.
It's just something so odd. Whatever these people, because the Architectural Digest people just must be so intimidating. They make all the stars nervous.
Gosh! Look at my very first cherry ever. Oh my gosh. Look at my little orchard. I love it so much. We have apricots, figs, and cherries right here. And then we have peaches, nectarines, apples, and they are all fed by gray water because water is hard to come by in California and I don't want to use more than my share. So
Spencer Pratt's gonna fix that for you, Jen. Right, Pratt Daddy?
I went like this. Ah! I'm serious.
Karen Bass, listen up. Jennifer Garner, America's sweetheart, shouldn't have to say water is hard to come by in California. It's all coming together. See? The entire episode. Okay, this garden to me, I like it. It looks a little like overgrown. But that's what I say. She's like, she's trying to be whimsical. Like, we're just normal people that have $80 million.
The gray water system, it's a big tank and it collects all the water from the washing machine, the dishwasher, and filters it and waters very specifically what you tell it to water. But there's a lot of phosphorus in gray water for some reason, and I guess fruit trees thrive on it. So we just said, add more fruit trees. I love
What? Gray water takes your, like, sudsy water? She does sound like AI. Yes. There's not enough water in California. And I don't want to overuse my share. It takes your, like, sudsy. You know what? If it took your bath water, I would understand, Jen, why the plants are so beautiful. Your laundry water? And it makes the fruits grow? I've never heard of this. How about they just fill up the reservoirs?
that you can come out here in the middle of the summer and find a snack. Growing up the daughter of a farmer and having such connections to my family farm, it just truly thrills me. So pretty much everything here is edible. All of the bushes are blueberry bushes. And actually, I'm going to get you a blueberry. I see one. Here you go. You want to see my vegetable house? It's
Yes, Jen.
so cute. Cannot grow enough. My kids and I love kale chips. So
like I told you, this bitch has a fucking garden. She did have kale. She's probably on the kitchen island, and carrots. So I was wrong. Architectural Digest did not bring those items in, did they? But they probably went out there and picked them and put them on the, just like, oh, I just like, this is normal. I'll just have them on the counter. We were just having a salad. Me and my children.
Oh, really?
Whitney and Tad.
Always have a lot of kale. It's tomato season. It's green bean season. And then just natural flowers that pests don't like. Because, you know, you got to be organic.
Huh. Okay, now I know it's not my rectangular, just like pool isn't my favorite. Like these days, I'm like, and that's what we just need a little bit for that fun too, like a romantically shaped pool. But this is pretty fucking peaceful. This is so fucking reen. I'm into it. I love it.
In this little house behind us, in the morning with coffee. Here, I'll act it out for you. Isn't it so nice? And then
Jennifer.
Why?
They insist on making them look like fools. What was that edit? What in the fuck was that?
Little house behind us in the morning with coffee. Here, I'll act it out for you.
Why did they do that to her? Why did they do that to Jen? That was weird. Oh, no.
I have different favorite spots. I sit in this little house behind us in the morning with coffee. Here, I'll act it out for you. Isn't it so nice? And then, if it's nighttime and I have friends over, I'll show you. This is where we like to be. We turn heaters on, fire, blankets, cozy. We do have a bird's nest in the pasture.
I love an indoor to outdoor home. She has the right idea, and she is genuinely adorable. And she's like, I'm Jennifer Garner, and I have a goofy run. We use my laundry water for the plants. When it all costs, thank you for the $4.99. This is why Ben drank so much. They do not, after watching this, they do not seem like they have much in common. That's for sure. She's like, but the blueberries. He's like, I just need a fucking whiskey, Jen. Right? Please. Tad and Whitney won't stop chomping on kale. You're making scones. Can we have a little bit of adult time? 1 trillion gazillion Kiki coins for you when it all costs.
Wow.
All right. Actually, this could be his rehab. It's so fucking annoyingly peaceful.
Fruit vine right here. Oh, it got torn up. Oh, R.I.P. Okay, let's go upstairs. We have here some fish. My kids for
I do not abide. Okay, I guess if it's kids, I hate a fish tank. I don't like koi fish in your floors like Rick Ross. The koi fish don't seem happy there. I guess if the kids want a fish tank, but come on, Jen.
Mother's Day many years ago gave me an empty little fish tank, which was basically their way of saying, please go buy saltwater fish. But you can just sit and watch their personalities forever. Kids need a spot to study.
The fish personalities? Okay.
You just need a place to spread out and do projects. So that is this table. in the house. You can peek in on the fish. It has all the kids' books. It has this awesome stained glass of a big old oak.
I love the stained glass. I cannot tell. Does she have older kids? She said teenagers. I don't know. I don't think they exist. I don't think Whitney and Tad exist.
With 3 little owls and Birdie looking up at them. And there was one magical night where exactly what I hoped for happened. And all 3 kids were piled in here with me, and we pulled down all the books from when they were little, and we read them one after the other. That's really all I could hope for. All of us are readers, and if you're building your own house, you might as well offer people as many great places to read as possible.
Yes, we want to come over and read. Ben. She drove Ben to drink.
3 from the Sears. Welcome to my bedroom. This is T-Bear. My dad gave him to me.
This is we're trying to not look like we're gazillionaires here. It's a little dull, Jen. All right? We get it. You don't want the opulence. We're using, we're using dirty water for the plants. You could have, do we think she has do we think she has a soaking tub? That's all I want to know.
When I was 3 from the Sears catalog, my mom made him some overalls. I knew I just wanted something.
It's serene, but it's like spooky, like creepy, like a horror film. Why is it so? There's no Zaza Zoo. I love the chandelier, but it's so thin. Not even a piece of artwork above your navy headboard.
That felt tight, compact. It was not a space that I needed a ton of room devoted to. Do you like it, T-Bear? Yeah, T-Bear likes it. I love that I can open these doors at night and wake up to birds. So I didn't need.
They're intentionally making her weird, right? And and wake up to birds.
I can open these doors at night and wake up to birds. So I didn't need a huge bedroom. I did want a large bathroom because so often we get ready for work at home and it's always, in your own bathroom, and you need space for everyone to be comfortable.
I forgive her for everything. Fabulous. I knew she was going to get me on her side. Look at that soaking tub. Look at the gold/copper fixtures on it. A marble shower. Okay. Vaulted ceilings. Yes. Your bedroom is frightening. Like a creepy novel. Or something like that. Something that scares you to read at night. But your bathroom.
I wanted a kind of white that was flattering.
It's a copper soaking tub. Yes, Jen.
To have light bounce off of. I also wanted the house to look like an old farmhouse next to an old barn. And
you achieved that. You achieved it.
This is obviously the barn part because you can see the barn window. So this is where I sit, and they turn me from one old gal to another.
She's like, I'm being self-deprecating. She's beautiful.
Bathtub. I love being next to the window.
Is it copper? Looks copper.
I love the quiet. I love having a tree in my bathroom. I'm very lucky because
now we have Kendall Jenner's Mountain House vibes. All the stars are here. All the stars are doing this. They're like, it's fun to have bunk beds and act like we have so many people sleeping over. All the stars are here. Right?
All the stars are here.
It's fun to cozy up. Hi, Eugene. I don't think she's married anymore, Mommy. But again, can't we deviate from the cerulean or cobalt blue a little bit? We haven't seen one floral pattern either, but she did make us like sconces.
Have kids over for a slumber party, but I'm also a stickler about sleep. Although sometimes there are kids literally everywhere. I wanted built-in bunks where kids could cozy up all in one together, which is usually what happens late at night. You'll see them all bent over something that they're looking at together, or they're all in this bunk watching something on TV. I love that the beds all have their own, just like you're on a ship, a really nice ship. I love having a spot that is just where kids can be kids. I also keep all of their favorite toys from when they were really little. You want little kids who come over to feel welcome and excited. And every now and then, the big kids will still pull out the old toys and play.
What? That was weird. Mom says, "Hail, Russ. Are you having fun at the pool, Mom?" That is not a... It looks how they found the girl in the ring. Push-ups, thank you for the $1.99. To be honest, she has Zia level sweetheart charm. Yes, she does. What? It's exactly like that. Wee. She does. 1 million Kiki coins for you. Wow. She's quite charming. She's a dope. I like her. I've always liked Jennifer Garner. What is this?
Now and then, the big kids will still pull out the old toys and play. You know, who doesn't want to play? The big kids will still pull out the old toys and play. You know, who doesn't want to put the money in the piggy bank?
I don't know what it is, but I believe her that she's just whimsical. I don't want to put the money in the piggy bank.
If you'd like me to ring up your groceries. Oh, that's where Bananagrams is. You have to use it. So it became my son's office. Just a little spot.
Eugene is calling. You are on the air, Eugene.
I was just calling to say hi, baby. What are you doing?
We're watching Jennifer Garner charm us and scare us.
I was watching, and then I saw chat was live, so I went there for 5 minutes and typed in all caps like an 8th grade girl.
Oh, good. That sounds good. Are you on your way home?
I said, sorry, it took me so long to get here. Chad made a mean thumbnail of me, and I was crying.
Oh, no. Are you on your way to the place or on your way?
Just walking back. I'll bore you with it later. I love you, baby.
I love you. Goodbye. I agree. I don't think they ever use those bunks. I think those bunks are for her. I don't know.
For him to come in and dream. Mostly he hides from me and eats candy, but
I think this house has one too many fucking reading nooks. I'm sorry. I don't want to go to Jennifer. This is why Ben was like, can we have some fun? Our guests don't want to go by themselves into a nook and read. They might like a cocktail every once in a while. It's got one too many reading nooks, Jen.
I can't blame him. I would do the same. Here, I've just taken you through the entire house. And really, it's for a couple of reasons. I've never built anything.
I hate her bedroom. I hate it. It's scary.
All by myself before. And I'm so proud of it.
Ew, it's a not ew. I think it's a silver soaking tub. I don't know if we've seen one of those. I love her bathroom.
I am filled with gratitude every time I walk into my house that I get to live
know
here,
you're perfect.
that I'm so lucky to have my kids here. So it's unlike me, and yet I'm so happy to have shared it with you.
You're fabulous. You do have Zia level charm. It's adorable. This has been a fabulous episode, ladies and gentlemen.
She loves her Skittles and drinks her White Claw.
Thank you for everyone Thank you everyone that joined us today. We're doing a Keanu Friday, I believe, instead of Thursday tomorrow. Michaeline and I have to get a pre-record that. And that's when we're going to slice it in. And there may be a pop-up stream maybe tomorrow night. Michaeline and I like to do that. So, if you don't see me tomorrow evening, and look out for our newest Keanu cast episode. And if you want to come out to a show, check out my Instagram, Keanu C. Thompson. That's where you can find me. And we will absolutely get a Cooking with Kiki done for you this weekend. Message me and tell me what you would like us to cook, all right? You guys are the eel tip, the cat's pajamas, and as always, the bee's knees. Kiki out.